All right, from the Kenya Bureau of Statistics, in terms of the population growth, by the year 2027, we'll be required to be producing 72 million bags of maize to feed the population. You know, the population is growing.
Right.
We are guided by that as a ministry to make sure that we push or we enhance our production to meet that target. But luckily enough, we are doing very well. Why? Is because the rain is, you know, it didn't really disturb us because it's raining almost throughout. Let me tell you this, Hibak. The reason why you see an influx and some stampede in different places of fertilizer collection point is one, Kenya is seasoned in terms of planting. You plant as per seasoned. So when you look at before, it was the month of January, in the month of January to the month of February. The planting, the region which used to plant should be Narok, Bomet, Kericho, Nyamira.
All right.
You come to the month of March, up to April, then you are talking about the whole of North Rift and the Western. And then you go the month of May, up to June, then you come to the central region. And then the short rain will start now going forward from July. From July to September, people are preparing land for the short rain, which is now for the asal areas.
All right.
Turkana, Marsabit, up to the coastal region. But this time round, farmers are planting throughout. That has really disturbed our calendar in terms of distribution of fertilizers. So our plan was in the month of January to the month of February, a lot of pumping of fertilizers was supposed to go to the region which we're planting, which is now Bomet, Narok, Nyamira, and Kisii.
Right.
But unfortunately, every region is planting. So it forced us to really spread very thin and make sure that we meet the demand of other regions we are planting.
All right.
So you talk about the issue of our projection. Based on all this planting throughout the year with quality seeds, and then looking at the land available for planting, we are looking at 100 million bags this year coming in terms of maize alone.
Right.
Because we are looking at these quality seeds, we have given farmers the right fertilizers. They are also, what they are also doing, they are buying also double in terms of quantities.
Right.
And therefore it means the production will go high.
Right. Ronoh PS, there was a database, you know, that was used, first of all, in establishing what type of fertilizer goes to which type of farmers, and of course, which region gets what amount of fertilizer. Do you say that maybe the database was not accurate for this particular season?
No, we are still using the same database. Okay. When you talk about a big supplying fertilizers to region based on their season,
all right,
we are still using that database. But at the same time, we are saying we cannot ignore a farmer who has gone ahead and is busy planting just because the season has changed. Right. So, for your information, in terms of farmer registration, we got it this time right. We have close to 6.4 million farmers in our database. As opposed to last year, it was 3.2 million. And last year, with 3.2 million, we were able to give out 5.8 million bags of 50 kilogram fertilizers. Okay. This time round, after a lot of analysis we did with the county government, we realized we need close to 12.5 million bags of fertilizers. And as we talk now, we have already given over 2 million bags of fertilizers. We are only remaining with around 5.5 million bags for the long rain.
All right.
Yes.
Let's just get a few sentiments from farmers within the Western region talking about, you know, the shortage of fertilizer.
Fertilizer ni kidogo. Hatupati wakati inayofaa. Kama wakati huu kuna wengine hata wengine tumetoka kule cereals na hakuna fertilizer.
Sasa hizi wamefika watu 54. Wewe niambie ndugu yangu. Nitakuwa served siku gani?
Sijapata. Nimekuja hapa saa 12.
Siku hii ni ya 3. Mimi sina mkongo, mimi sina miguu. Na ninataka tena kuenda bure. Sasa wewe rais, mpangilio yako ni ya namba, ni ya laini, ni ya kupewa mbolea.
According to, you know, the farmers within Kakamega County, they had been given numbers which would be used to ensure that they get whatever fertilizers they need for their farms. Now they're asking, these numbers that we were given, it was informed by a certain database. They're wondering, how exactly are we not getting the fertilizer we were promised? What would you say to the farmers?
First of all, and I think I say this, there's an influx of farmers because the program is very attractive and really farmers have come out in large numbers to support the government. That is a take. The second point is the challenge you are seeing about that farmers, the farmers who are talking about, they've got the station, they've stayed for long, they are not getting fertilizers.
Right.
One,
yes,
yes. And I really sympathize with them. We have also gone to the ground to really witness that. What happened here? Of course, there was a small hitch on the issue of fertilizers because of the international wars, and you must have heard that.
Yes.
There was the ship which was supposed to bring fertilizers on time because of those wars which really hit part of the ocean.
The Israel-Palestine war.
The Red Sea.
Okay.
It forced the ship to go around South Africa, and that one is delayed the arrival of the fertilizers. But as we talk now, we have now fertilizers in large quantities, and you must have heard one of the farmers saying they have seen the train arriving.
Yes.
In fact, let me tell you, when the dollar went down.
But Bwana PS, if the fertilizer is there, the farmers are already queuing, what exactly where do we go wrong? Shouldn't the farmers just get the fertilizer?
All right.
Yes.
Two issues here.
Yes.
On the ground. One, you know our station, the depots for the NCPP,
yes,
they are not as many as we may wish.
Yes.
And as national government, we cannot go and create the last mile because our intention is to take the fertilizers closer to the farmer, which is to every ward. But where we are now, we are at the county pace, and the county government are struggling now to look for the last mile, and the last mile to look for depot in the last mile, because when you see those farmers, they come from far to one depot. Yes. But our arrangement is to make sure that we take the fertilizers close